Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing awesome. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So, we are back to Wellness Warrior. Yay! We are on my book, The Self Love Live How to Love Yourself for Real. We are on step 5 of loving yourself. Oh my gosh, sorry. This is driving me a little crazy. There we go. Okay, yay! Now I can see myself. You can see me too, hopefully. Okay, so I'm very excited to share this step. But before we get going, let's do our mindfulness. So get comfortable, please. Close your eyes. Okay, so I want to read something to you. Just stay with your eyes closed. When you're out and about, whether it's in a vehicle or on foot, pause to appreciate your surroundings. Really seeing the things you take for granted every day. You'll be surprised at how much you missed before. Continue being with your eyes closed. Take a deep, deep breath. Let it out. And just continue to sit with yourself in this time, in this space. Allowing yourself to just be. Giving yourself the space to sit with who you are in this moment, in this time. Take a deep breath, as deep as you can, and then hold it. Let it out. I want you to think what you want to gain from this little video. What do you want to learn? What do you want to take with you? What are you searching for? And just continue to sit with yourself and your breath. Enjoying this moment, this pause. And just being. Last deep breath. Let it out. And when you're ready, come back to this time and this place. Okay. So today, our number 5 step is to give yourself grace. So let me read a little bit about what I wrote, so that way I explain what grace is for me. Grace is something that is easy to forget. What does grace mean to me? When I think of giving myself grace, I think of giving myself the space to change my plans that day, to lock myself in the restroom and breathe or cry if I need to. Grace means giving myself the daily forgiveness I so desperately need as a mom, as well as the flexibility to change my day as it needs to and not check everything off my to-do list. That is my definition of grace. It seems like we can be pretty great at giving grace unto others, or not. Some comments on Facebook may make you go, man, where's the grace and empathy, right? But for the most part, I like to think we're really good at giving lots of grace to others, but not for ourselves. I just came from my therapy session, and it was an amazing session. Shout out to my therapist. Hey. And we spoke exactly about that. How I'm not giving myself the grace that I need and deserve, and how I can have it for other people as a therapist, as a mom, as a wife, as a friend, as a sumo instructor, but the grace that I so desperately need is something that I haven't really been giving to myself when it comes to a particular subject that we were talking about. And it is so challenging to be so raw with yourself and say, you're right, I'm not giving myself the grace that I need, and the only thing I've been doing is telling myself to suck it up. Suck it up, buttercup. That's literally what I've been doing, and it hasn't been this bad. Or comparing, well, it could be worse. And so I would never ever do that with a client. I would never do that to a friend, yet I keep doing it with me. So this step number 5 is definitely something that I am going to work on a lot in the coming months. Whew. So giving myself that grace, because my critic is always pushing me and telling me how basically I don't deserve that compassion and I really don't need that empathy. And my spirit is like, oh my gosh, I'm suffering over here. And I know many of you can relate. I know your spirit is suffering. I know that your spirit is in need of grace. And God gives us grace all the time. And we, for whatever reason, think we're better and we don't deserve that grace. And we have this shame that paralyzes our spirit, and it doesn't let us give grace to ourselves. But you know what? Our spirit needs that grace. We need that grace. It is important that we stop and we give it to ourselves, and we stop being so harsh with ourselves and expecting so much. And I understand that that is one of the most difficult things to do, aka that is why I'm like, literally my therapy session was about that. I'm looking from the outside. That's why it's important to have a therapist, someone who's looking from the outside like a bird and watching the situation, because when you're caught in it, you can't really see what's going on. You have to be outside of it. And so, this year for me, this has been my most difficult year yet. And it has required for me to give a lot of grace to myself, and sometimes even more than I have given myself in my entire life. So it's been one of the biggest challenges in my life, and I'm still working through it. And today I'm going to need lots of it. And I know I'm not the only one. So I encourage you to give grace to yourself and to not expect. First of all, perfection is unreachable. It doesn't exist. So please stop comparing yourself to the Pinterest woman or to the social media woman or to the Instagram woman. Just stop. Comparison is the thief of joy. And literally my therapist told me, she was like, you're comparing yourself to people who've had it worse. And so you're not letting yourself really sit with your pain and just be able to accept where I'm at. And we have to allow ourselves to accept ourselves where we're at and give ourselves the grace that we so desperately need, because there is this thing called life that happens, and we cannot expect ourselves to nail everything that we do. And even when we nail it, it's like we still don't give ourselves grace and we expect more from ourselves. So if you are someone who demands a lot from yourself, I encourage you to give yourself grace. This is literally a crucial step into the self-love life. You cannot be a self-love soldier if you cannot give yourself grace, because at the end of the day, you're going to need it. And if you don't give it to yourself, you're going to get stuck and you're not going to be able to grow through the next phase that you're supposed to be at. So as challenging as it is, sometimes we just have to take it one breath at a time, and we have to realize that we're doing the best we can. And even though we are not where we want to be, we are where we need to be. And we're also working really hard, and we deserve some empathy, some grace, and kindness. So I'm sending you kindness wherever you are, and I'm sending you love, and I'm sending you grace. And I hope that you can give yourself that grace. And I have the same prayer for me, that I can give myself that grace and just be able to really sit with ourselves every day and talk to ourselves kindly and give ourselves the grace and love and kindness that we deserve, especially when we're struggling. So cut yourself some slack, give yourself a little love, and remember that we can make this process so much more enjoyable if we just give ourselves a little bit grace. The same grace you would give someone you truly, truly love. So let's do that. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you have an awesome day. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Bye. See you next time.